Hey, I'm Mike Clements. I'm 39 years old. I live here in Los Angeles. My identical twin brother lives in Atlanta. And growing up, identical twins were always asked the same questions. Are you guys similar? Are you different? Are you competitive with each other? And I would say yes, all the above. For the most part, we're pretty similar. We like all the same foods. We play all the same activities. We grew up playing competitive soccer, swimming. Now we're doing triathlons. So we do all that together. So we're very similar in that respect. But we have our differences as well. One of the big differences is that I'm 3 minutes older. So if you know anything about history, that would cost my brother the kingdom. I tell him all the time that he would be nothing more than a prince. So another big difference is where we are in life. I am married. I've been married for about 4 years. I've got a 2.5-year-old, and I've got another one on the way. My brother, on the other hand, is single, and he's been single probably for the last couple of months. His ex-girlfriend's been kind of on again, off again, but he's kind of hasn't really found the right one. He's kind of still out there looking. So we're very different in where we are as far as lifestyle. We're also very different as far as personalities. My brother he's the more analytical. He's the more cerebral of the twins. He thinks about something before he actually does it. He looks at it from like 4 or 5 different angles. Me, on the other hand, I don't really think about it that much. I just kind of go straight at it, and then we'll see what happens after it happens. So that's where we're a little bit different. He's a little bit more cautious, a little bit more analytical. I'm a little bit like take the bull by the horns and see what happens. As far as, in school, he was probably a little bit better scholastically, and I was always a little bit better athletically. So we always complemented each other that way. It's the perfect yin to the yang. Now, as far as being competitive, we never were that competitive with each other. When we played sports, my brother would play defense, I would play offense. In swimming, he excelled in breaststroke and backstroke. I excelled in freestyle and butterfly. So we didn't really compete against each other. We just kind of competed against the entire field. It's always funny. Then we play another team. Somebody from the other team would always ask, "Are you playing both sides of the field?" And not knowing that I was a twin, I said, "No, it's just my twin brother back there." So, that was always fun growing up. But, as far as being competitive, I think we're very competitive together. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we communicate pretty well together. So I think it's a little bit unfair advantage that when we go into competition against other people is because we do understand each other, and we are highly competitive, and we know where we can actually exploit each other's strengths. So that's us in a nutshell. Now, what you're going to see is my typical day in LA. It's going to be very different than my brother's, I'm sure. But take a look and let me know. A typical day for me starts about 7 a.m. That's when my 2-year-old gets up. And really, how he gets up is really going to set the tone for the rest of the day. So let's check in on him and see how he's doing, all right? Hey, buddy. What you doing? What are you doing? Are you playing outside? See, he's not supposed to be outside. He's supposed to be inside eating breakfast. But are you out here playing Superman? Huh? Yeah? You want to go in and get some breakfast? No? All right. Well, we'll see if breakfast goes well. Okay. Here we are at breakfast. This is my wife getting our breakfast ready for our son. You having cheesy egg toast and bacon? Yummy. Yummy. Can you say yummy?
Yummy.
Yummy. So that's what we're having breakfast. We'll see if he actually eats it, but that's usually one of the challenging things of a 2-year-old is getting to actually eat. What? What do you want? You want Daddy's protein shake?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. So it's not going that well. What's that? What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Why are you crying? It's because I wouldn't give him his own protein shake. That's why he's crying.
Is that why you're crying, buddy? Yeah, I think it's why you're hungry.
So this is where I spend most of my time during the day. This is my office, often called the kitchen table, which my wife hates that I'm set up here. This is where I spend up most of my time either working for my brother's company or I'm working on a script or an audition. Today, I've handled a lot of sales calls and support. As far as my brother's company, we have about 150 clients in 7 different countries. So I'm responsible for supporting all those guys and selling into those accounts, which keeps me pretty busy because sometimes, you know, I get sales calls at 7 p.m. all the way up to 5 a.m. So it's kind of the nature of the beast. I'm also working on a script. So I've got a play this weekend. It's Ted Lange's Journals of Osborne P. Anderson. It's the raid on Harper's Ferry. I play John Wilkes Booth, which is a great character. The guy was kind of an idiot. So it plays in pretty well with me. So this is where I spend all my time. It's not too glamorous, but I make it work. It's great because I just juggle from my analytical side of my brain to my creative side of the brain all day long. So it keeps me on my toes. All right, now it's for the fun part of my day. I've got all my work done. I've got my script memorized, and now it's time to go out for a training ride. Here's the old tri-bike, the old whip. I got a 40-mile bike ride planned for today. I'm either usually swimming, biking, or running. I've got the Malibu Olympic tri-distance here in a couple weeks. My brother's flying in from Atlanta, so we're going to try to run that together. We're going to try to stay pretty competitive and keep pushing each other through the course. So I got to take off. I got a long road ahead of me. Halfway through my ride, and I thought I'd take a quick break, take in some of the scenery. One of the perks, many perks of living here in Southern California. It's like this pretty much 340, 350 days out of the year. But on my ride, I was thinking about what makes my brother and I such a fiercely competitive team. And it boils down to communication and understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses. I don't think there's anybody out there that really knows each other as well as my brother and I. You know, when we compete against each other, or when we compete with each other, there's not too many people out there that can really beat us. My brother tends to excel in the more analytical, more cerebral challenges. I typically get a little bit of the edge when it comes to the physical challenges. So I think, you know, going into a competition where we're going against brothers or going against friends or going against other twins, we're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to any type of challenge. And I look forward to it if we do make it onto the show. All right, it's time for dinner. My lovely wife has made chicken and roasted chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome because she's a vegetarian and she makes us chicken. Look, there's Tice's chicken. You stick it on your tongue. So this is dinner time. Dinner time usually goes pretty well. He'll sit there for about what? You'll sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then you start wandering around. Yeah. So, so we eat dinner. We eat dinner together, and then after that, it's bath time. Now, that's the true challenge. Bath time is a true challenge. So we'll see what happens after that. And this is the part of the night where we read a couple stories and he goes to bed. If all goes well, there won't be any tears, and he'll go to bed willingly. All right, so what stories do you want to read? All right, well, typically I read a couple stories, but we got a bunch going here. All right, buddy. Let's read the story. Which one you want to read? Which one you want to read? You want to read Mater?
No.
Which one?
Elmo.
You want to read which one? Elmo? Oh, here's Elmo right here. You want to read Elmo? Okay, we'll read Elmo, and then we'll read.
Don't.
Leave his books alone, Mommy. All right, you ready? All right. My name is Elmo. Hello, my name is Elmo. It's happy to see you. Welcome to Sesame Street. This is Elmo's room. See outside? There's Oscar's trash can.